There was a day I was sitting down with some money in my hand and one hand on my cheek. The money was on my left hand, and I sit. I look at the money. I look at the sky. I was just thinking. I was lost in thoughts, calculating. Like, this money I'm holding now, I have to do this. I have to settle this. I have to send some money home. I have to take care of this person. I have to do that one. Look at things to do. A lot of calculation. And I looked at the money and I was lost. And then my husband tapped me. What are you thinking about? I said, money problems. This money will not be enough. That's why I'm calculating. And he started laughing at me. And the painful thing was, I still sat and thought, after all this calculation one would do, all this struggle to manage money, you still send some money to some persons and they'll look at the money and say, how much is this thing? Especially family members, please leave your comments there at the section. Because it's as if it's getting out of hand these days. You know that there was a day I sat down in the morning on the sofa, and after breakfast I was just trying to calm my food down so that I can start up the day, the work of the day. And I saw a message on my phone and I took the phone. After reading the message, my legs started shaking. Like literally the legs were shaking, and I just dropped on the sofa. Thank God there was a sofa behind me. I dropped. I started sweating immediately. Guess what? It was my brother that sent the message. And I'm sharing this here so that a lot of us can be aware, and also you can leave your comment if you have ever been through this. Because when it happened, I felt like, is this normal? Is this normal, for Christ's sake? Okay, here's how the message came. I'm not going to read word to word because I deleted the message at the process because I was so angry. After sending the message to some persons, I should send the message to my family members. I had to delete it. Now the message is about telling me that I do not care. I'm just on my own, having a good time on my own. I do not care about the sufferings of others. That if it were so person, things would have not been like this for him. I should never call him again. Since I feel I do not need him, one day I will know his use. That was the end of the message. And you know why it pains me? If it were someone I really do not care about, it would have not been a problem. This is a brother. I'm not talking about somebody far away. This is my blood, from my mother, from my father, because I have step brothers. It's not my step brothers. This is my own gone. Direct. I suck breast and remain for him to suck. So he told me, after he sent that, when I saw it, I was carried away. I was hurt. My heart started beating fast, and the reason is because this is the same person I have spent everything on. So it was like I spoiled him from the beginning. This is the person I gave my all, to the point that there was a time he was not having phone. His phone got lost, or he crashed his phone, something like that. My new phone, that my husband bought for me. Nothing was wrong with that phone. I sacrificed that phone and gave to this guy. To tell you how far I went with this guy. Now, I had, after I got married to my husband, I felt like, okay, I should take someone from the house to take care of. My sister is living with me. Her expenses, everything, her schooling, everything is on us. There is no doubt. We have taken her and she's with us. There is no doubt. So when I read the message, I felt, is something wrong with this guy? But I was still angry. This person is not, nobody's coming to feed her, nobody's coming to clothe her, nobody's coming to pay her expenses, nobody's coming to pay her school fee, nobody's coming to do anything. All is on me and my husband. Because she is living with us, I have taken her to relieve the burden from my parents. And now, somebody is sending a message like this. This is the same boy we spent money on in school. We paid his school fee. This is the same boy we paid his school fee. I remember there are times without number I keep sending him money in school. There was a day that he was asking for money. Things were difficult in the house. There was a lot of things to do in the house. I have to face my family. I have to build my home. I'm not the one that give birth to them. I'm only someone who came out before them. I'm not the one that gave birth. They have parents. So why depending on me for everything? Do they want to kill me? Anyway, so that there was a time he asked for money. Because it was like I kept spoiling him. He kept asking. You know. So when he asked, I told him, can't you manage? You are a man. I remember when I was in school, I was working. I was looking for some petty jobs doing so that I can get some money to take care of myself. I looked for my admission myself. These are other stories for another day. I was the one that went for admission. My parents did not go and look for admission for school for me. I went on my own. They didn't even know I was going to look for an admission. I saw the way things were. I told myself, if I do not start something, it's going to go to work. They do not know where I even got the money to transport myself to go and register. I went to look for my admission. Nobody worked my admission. I looked for my admission myself. I got admission. That was when they took over. And even still at that, I was still going, helping people in the house, working, and they were giving me some money. And I was taking care of myself. And I told him, you are a man. There are other things to do. Just imagine me a woman who men were always chasing after. And I was still looking for a way to be responsible. And you are a man, you are sitting there calling this and that to send you money. Do you pity somebody at all? Then I called my mom. I said they should tell him. In short, they shouldn't be sending him money like that. He's a man. Then later on, I thought about it. And still like that, I sent him the money. I still squeezed and sent him the money. And to him, after they were asking him when he sent the message, I said, what kind of message? He said, it was that time I had shouted at him. I said, look at this boy. I'm the one giving you the money. I shouted at you and you are holding that as a grudge against me. There is something more to it. It's not real. Because if you cannot be grateful for what I have done to you, then something is wrong. I am not your mother. I took everything on my head. You know? And he will not on his own come to the house and say, okay, is there anything that I can help you with? Nothing. His own is to be there. Let me be sending money. As if the money I packed home, even if my husband is the president of the country, do I not have other responsibilities to take care of? So when I saw that message, I felt like people are not grateful, especially family members. Be careful, because the more you kill yourself, one day they'll come and tell you, what did you do? The way I see everything, my responsibility as a child is my parents. If I do anything for any member of the family, is out of charity. Because we all came out, we all hustle. In short, who helped me? Nobody. And I'm helping. So anyway, we're talking about money problems. Money problems have caused a lot of troubles in families. Especially when you're in a family where people do not really want to understand. A lot of things happen, and that was what was giving me those thoughts. That was what was giving me those heartaches when I sat and I was looking at myself and I was looking at the money, and I see, and at the end somebody will come and tell you that you're enjoying you're enjoying your life. They don't want you to drink water and drop cup. So I look at the money and say, okay, by the time I send this money to this person, send this money to that person, this is every month, I send this one to that, I send this one to that. Later on, I was like, I'm the one that spoiled all these people, because if I hadn't spoiled them, nobody would come and send me such a message. But what do? We can't stop. We just have to squeeze and do what we can. But do not kill yourself, because money problems do not start on your head. It's gonna end. Are you a first child? If you're a first child, you understand what I'm saying. A lot of responsibilities. And especially when you're not even the first and you were forced to be the first. Do you relate? Do you understand what I'm saying? Anyway, just when I pour this here, money has been a problem in the world, and it will continue to be a problem, because it's something that a lot of us are not contented with, and that's why a lot of persons suffer. We are not okay with the amount of money we have. We're not okay with the little we have. We're not okay with the much we have. We want to accumulate, and a lot of sufferings out there that do not have this little, but we have a lot and we do not want to share. I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about those of us that have money plenty. We are gathering it. Some are putting it underneath the ground. Some are putting it in tanks, and many persons are out there struggling to have little, but there is none. And look at, things are getting worse by day. The prices of school fees. sorry, school fees are getting higher by the every time they add money these days. Oh, is it every time? Even in every week you hear this one, you have to pay this one, you have to pay that one. Then those in the universities, this one will come and tell you the handout has added money, textbook, everything. And then you go to the church own is there. Oh. What do you do? Sometimes you sit like this and then you think, where should I begin? How should I start? Okay, let me pay this one quarter, let me pay this one half, so that I'll start reducing it. But at the end, more still comes. And that is why in all things we need God. When God is there, when God is involved, it is no problem. When God is there, wisdom will be there. And when there is wisdom, you can manage your family, you can manage your life, and no matter how problematic lack of money might be, you will still skate through because you have God. And that's why they say one with God is the majority. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to leave your comments there at the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe to the family subscribe to the channel to be part of the family. I still remain Abigail Lucy Mary. Love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, do the best that you can to put a smile on someone's face, and do not forget that you also need a smile on your face. See you in my next one. Bye for now.